Hello and welcome to the Oak and Lamb YouTube channel. My name is Becca Oaks. I'm an owner and craft educator here with Oak and Lamb. Today I want to talk to you about a very common and overlooked step for creating absolutely perfect print and cut images. We get lots of questions here at Oak and Lamb about, one, why are my materials not drying? Why are they smearing? They've sat for a week, they've sat for X amount of days and they keep smearing. What is going on? Or two, why are my materials printing out so dark? Now, those are just two questions or concerns in a string of similar issues, but our reply is always the same. Have you changed your material setting on your printer? So obviously not all printers are the same, but it's pretty easy to change the material settings on most printers. The reason that you want to change the material setting is the amount of ink that your printer puts out is different for a glossy versus a plain or matte material. It's very, very important, and I'll show you some comparisons in just a second to let you see the difference. But to change the material setting, all we're going to do for this particular machine, which is the Canon TS8220, is if you load your material in the back, like we always do, when you put this little flap down, automatically what comes up is this screen right here. So now what we do, it says the current rear tray setting is it's for letter, size, paper, and glossy material. Do I want to change it or do I want to confirm this? So if I want to change, I just press change. I'm going to keep it on the letter sized material, and then I can just scroll through here and choose whichever. I normally just do plain paper for copy paper or even our 110-pound cardstocks that we use. And then I normally just use the regular glossy material setting over the plus glossy or something like that. If you have a ton of material settings, maybe do some print tests and see which works best for your particular printer. So all I want to do is choose whichever one I want, and then I press yes to confirm, and it's ready. It's that easy, but it makes a massive difference. Now let's look at the comparison so that you can see for yourself. So here I have three different of our most commonly used printable materials here at Oak and Lamb, and we'll go into all of them in detail in just a second. I do have a glossy printable vinyl, I have a printable heat transfer vinyl, and I have 110-pound just regular cardstock. So let's go over the cardstock one first. Again, this is 110-pound plain cardstock, and the image on the left was printed using the plain paper setting. The image on the right was printed using the glossy paper setting, and you can see it is pretty dark. It is actually too dark. This image printed a whole lot better using the plain paper setting because this is not a glossy, shiny paper. It's just a matte, normal plain paper. Now we have the Zicoto printable vinyl. This is the glossy Zicoto printable vinyl. They also have matte, but the glossy is our preferred printable vinyl. And you can see the one on the left was printed using the plain paper setting. The one on the right was printed using the glossy paper setting. This is a glossy material, so we assumed the glossy paper setting would be better, and it was for a couple of reasons. One, the color is spot on. It is absolutely perfect. You can see this one is a little bit more yellow than the other. It's a little bit brighter. It's just not quite correct. And the other thing you can see right here, it smudged. So I mentioned it a little bit earlier. Your printer puts out more or less ink depending on what material setting you have chosen. And with this glossy paper, if you do not choose a glossy setting, then a lot of times it will smear. Sometimes it never actually dries. This one did not smear at all. I rubbed them both as soon as they came out of the printer. I didn't even let them have time to dry, just so that we could see a comparison. So that's on the Zicoto printable glossy vinyl. And then the last one that I want to talk about is the Nufun printable vinyl, which is our choice for printable heat transfer vinyl. The plain paper setting was used on the image on the left. The glossy paper setting was used on the image on the right. Now, before I go into which is better, you can obviously see which one is better, but Printable heat transfer vinyl, when it prints out, is not going to be the exact same color that it will be after you have applied heat to it. It will get a little bit bolder, a little bit more rich once you apply heat. So if it prints out and it's not 100% correct, that's normal, but it should be close to normal. And you can see here, with the glossy paper setting, it is really dark. It's sort of almost fuzzy looking. It's not really crisp, and it just doesn't do as well. This one is beautiful, and once we cut that out and applied heat to it, it would have an absolutely even more beautiful color. So again, plain paper setting on the Nufun printable vinyl. It is not a glossy material. It does not do well with those glossy paper settings. So hopefully that cleared up some issues or questions, concerns you may have about printable print and cut projects. We love print and cut projects here and have had lots of members or viewers who have commented saying that they don't like print and cut because they haven't had great success with it. And it may be the product, but I honestly think most of the time it's user error because you don't know what your machine can do. I do want to point out that this Canon Pixma printer is less than $200. So it's not a super expensive printer, but when I change the material settings, I get an absolutely gorgeous product. So it looks like a professional product, even if I'm not using a professional printer, because I've chosen the correct printer setting. If you liked this video because you want to be able to create even better print and cut products, then check out the other videos we have, troubleshooting some other issues you may have. Click the link to watch our awesome video on 7 hacks for creating amazing print and cut products. And then we also have a great video that teaches you how to calibrate your machine so that your printed products will cut out properly. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it and like other content like this, then we would love to invite you to join the Oak and Lamb family. Our flock of crafters here at Oak and Lamb is amazing. We offer fun education, a wonderful, inviting community atmosphere, and then also cut files with free commercial use to all of our flock members. Click the link below, find out what we're about, and I'll see you here another day for another member-only video.